While preparing the video of the characters that DC copied from Marvel, I said that DC did the same thing and I would list it in 8 things. I stand by my word. Now let's sit back and speak straight. If Marvel does it 10 times, DC does it 10 times. Both companies have been stealing the other's successful characters, stories, and projects from each other since their inception. Maybe that's why they've been in competition for so long and have survived so long. But even today, we see that when DC New 52 does, Marvel is doing Marvel now. When Marvel creates a cinematic universe and shoots Avengers, DC names its new movie Dawn of Justice. There are tons more examples, but let's not get too busy for today. Here are 8 characters that Marvel copied from DC, or should I say inspired. By the way, if this video gets 500 likes, I plan to continue this series. So don't forget to like the video and of course subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I start the list with the most interesting copy. Doom Patrol is unreadable these days, but X-Men, which started a few months after that, is one of the most popular comic book titles in the world. But when one sees the similarities, one's lips really go numb. Outcast and judged by the world for their both innate powers, a team of superhumans fight crime, led by a wheelchair-bound genius. And among the main enemies of both is an organization called Brotherhood of Evil. Okay, some characters were impressed by their powers and said, wow, let's make one too. Or maybe you want to take their stories, their origin stories and put them in your own universe. You can also like the most unlikely type and give it to yourself. Hey, fellow Marvel, what is it like to copy all 3 of them like that? The 2 incredibly strong, incredibly intelligent aliens are so similar in personality that the editor of Thanos, Jim Starlin, although originally Thanos does not look like Darkseid in type, said, since you're crazy, let's look at your type. He has already decided to put the seal on the issue. The idea of rounding up our superheroes and pitting them against enemies that no single one of them can defeat may seem too obvious to you right now. But when the Justice League did this in 1960, it had never been heard of before. This is a fact that has been confirmed later. After the success of the Justice League in the Marvel office, the team gathered and said, guys, make us one of these too. The irony of life is that the same dialogue is now taking place in DC's cinema office. Of course, the powers of superheroes can be shared with each other. Superman shoots rays from his eyes, and so does Cyclops. Batman does heroism with his money, so does Iron Man. Yes, but if a power exists in only one character singularly in that universe, if the whole event of that character is that power, it is now called a trademark. Especially after 24 years have passed, if you say, by the way, we have a super fast character, that's the only thing about it, but ours is not red but ice blue, someone might say to you, you made Brother Flash's ice blue. That's right. There isn't a single word to say to this. While efforts to create a new superhuman continue in the Marvel office, what emerges is so similar to DC's mercenary and Batman villain, Deathstroke, that Marvel says, what should we do now, and turns the character into a downright parody. Deathstroke's name is Slade Wilson, Deadpool's name is Wade Wilson. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but generally the theme is, Marvel will blow DC, Marvel will be more successful than DC, in this list. I guess that's how some laws work, in creative matters. The non-believer can read the life of Steve Jobs. It's one of those moments when Marvel doesn't care again. After a point, I guess that the 2 companies have created such a corpus with the characters they smashed from each other that neither Marvel nor DC have become afraid of any plagiarism lawsuits. Because if one sues, the other has 20 billion things to countersue. But still, one can breathe a little, huh? You, too, may wish to bring into your universe a mage who will be an ambassador of an ancient, mysterious power. But did you have to start your name with the word doctor? If only the names weren't so similar. Plastic Man has never been one of the popular characters of the DC universe. But directly, with its trademark flexibility, Mr. Fantastic has been filmed twice, transferred to animated productions many times, and the character remains a key figure in the Marvel universe. Plastic Man's brightest moment in the universe in recent years was thanks to Grant Morrison, who had a love for him, and then he disappeared again. However, the Plastic Fantastic duo is one of the heaviest conflicts. When I put this at the end of the list, I actually had no ulterior motives. I made the list as it pleased us. As you can see, I did not stick to an order. But still, it was very good to come across, as this is probably the most embarrassing of the whole list. Friend, what is this? Officially sitting in your office and reading Green Lantern. I'm going to have a Green Lantern too. You said friend. Very, very old. What is it like to establish a very powerful galactic police organization that polices the entire space? It's such a specific idea that one can't really believe it. And look, they wrote Corps in their name. Wow dude. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. Until the next video, take care, goodbye.